Hello students, in this video we will discuss questions that comes in the section A of your question paper. Usually in section A, theory questions, output related questions and error question comes. So let us discuss few questions. The first question we have here is differentiate between source code and object code. Source code is a set of statements in a high-level programming language, whereas object code it is a set of statements in machine language. Source code is understood by the human or programmer. Object code is understood by the processor. Whenever you have a question based on difference, you need to write minimum 2-point difference because usually the question are of 2 marks. If possible, support your answer with syntaxes. We go for the next question. Name the object-oriented principle that allows a function to be used for multiple purposes. The answer is polymorphism. Wraps the data and function of a class as a single unit. The answer is encapsulation. So the different features or the principles of object-oriented, it can come in this form also. What is meant by a package? Name a Java API package. A package is a named collection of Java classes that are grouped on the basis of their functionality that can be used as and when required. It allows code reusability. And the examples of package are java.lang, java.io and java.util. Always try to keep your answers very concise and to the point. We go for our fourth question. Write two differences between a class and an object. Now, object is an instance of a class, whereas class is a blueprint or template from which objects are created. Objects are real-world entity. Example is pen, laptop, mobile, whereas class is a group of similar objects. Object is a physical entity, thus object allocates memory when it is created. Class, whereas, is a logical entity, hence class doesn't allocate memory when it is created. Next difference is object is created through new keyword mainly. Example is student S1. Here S1 is the object, student is the class. New equals to new is the keyword, student class name bracket bracket. Whereas class is declared using class keyword. Example, you can see class student. The student class that I've used, that here you can see I have declared as class. Object is created many times as per the requirement, whereas class is created once. Now you can see I have mentioned over here many differences, but out of all these differences, you can choose any minimum, any two difference to support your answer. Then we go for the next question. State the values on N and CH. Character C equals to D. D is the character literal over here. Int N equals to C plus 1. Here we see an implicit conversion is being done. That is, character is being converted to integer. That is, implicit conversion is done by the compiler from a lower database to a higher database. N's C's ASCII value is 100 plus 1. So N will have the value 100 plus 1, that is 101. And character CH equals to within bracket character N. Here within bracket character is a typecast. Here it's a cast operator. So char is a cast operator and we are doing explicit conversion, that is converting integer, that is from a higher data type to a lower data type. We are converting from integer to character. So the ASCII value of E is 101. So in character, the character E will be saved. So the answer of N is 101 and CH is E in single quote because it's a character constant. Next we come to the next question, question number 2. Now basically your question 1 is of 10 marks, that is 5 questions of 2 marks. Question 2 is again of 5 questions of 2 marks and question 3 is usually 10 questions of 2 marks. So section A is basically 40 marks question where you will be having 3 questions out of which 2 questions are of 10 marks and 1 question of 20 marks. We go on to our second question. What is implicit type conversion? Give one example of it. Implicit type conversion, also called as coercion, involves the conversion from a smaller type data type to a larger data type, which is automatically performed by the compiler without the programmer's interference. Just now, in the previous question, we have solved in the example I have mentioned that only character C equals to single quote D. So here you can see D is the character literal in int n. I'm converting C, that is the in character literal D to integer state. Here I'm doing an implicit conversion, that is from a lower data type. It is being converted to a higher data type, and this is done by the compiler. Next question. What is the use of a scanner class? In which package it is contained? It is present. Scanner class is used to get user input. It is present in java.util package. So this is the answer you need to write. Predict the resultant data type of the following expression. Int I character C byte. So automatically I plus C by P, it's a mixed expression where integer character and byte is there. So compiler will automatically conduct the implicit conversion from lower to higher data type, and the resultant data type will be integer. Remember children, you need to write over here small int, because small int stands for your data type. Don't write integer, write small int. Next bit, float m, p equals to m by 3 into mat.double 4 comma 3. Now as you know, your math function, in the math function, all the math function, they give certain resultant data type. So the power, you can see the power function, what it does, just a minute. You can see the power function, the return type is always double data type. You can see it's mentioned over here. So when I question over here, so compiler will automatically do the conversion, and P, here you will get the resultant P will be double data type. Then we come to our next question D. This is a question of using increment decrement operator. The question is x plus equals to x plus 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 x modulus 2. Now here you can see 5 plus are there. We'll start from left to right. Now in the left hand side you can see x plus. This x plus is a shorthand operator. So shorthand operator, as you know, if we write x a plus, suppose we are writing a plus equals to 1, which means to be a equals to a plus 1. So in the similar way, x plus equals to x plus plus, this entire expression, I am writing x equals to x plus, and this entire mixed expression will come down over here. Now here you can see there are 5 plus signs. Now out of which these two belong to this x, it's a postfix increment operator, and these two belong to prefix increment operator, and this middle plus, it's the binary plus. So now we will go on to solve our question. Now here I have written in my box x equals to 7. Initially x equals to 7. So when we'll solve it now, we'll start. Here you can see, alright, solving the expression equals to, first x value is how much? 7 plus. Now as you know, postfix operators rule is first use and then change. So first I'll use the value of x. So the value of x that I have is 7. Then plus plus. So I'll need to change it. Increase 7 to 8. So now my x will have 8 plus. Now we have our prefix increment operator. So prefix rule is first change, then use. So now the value will increase to 9. So 9 modulus 2. So the answer will be, over here I'll have 9 modulus 2, which will give me the result to be here equals to 7 plus, within bracket, 7 Now 9 modulus, when you divide 9 with 2, the remainder you will get is 1. So we'll have 7 plus 1. Modulus gives you the remainder. So when you divide 9 by 2, you will get the remainder 1. So the answer you will be getting is equals to 7, and within bracket I get 8. So my answer will be 15. So what do I get as my answer? I get my answer x equals to 15. Okay. So we go on to our next question. The next question is using ternary operator. We have to convert an if-else statement to ternary operator. So if expression P greater than 4500, then D equals to P into 5 by 100, else D equals to P into 5 by 2 by 100. So you can see this D equals to is common. So I'll take this D equals to first in ternary operator. So I write over here D equals to. After that, I'll put my expression, test expression. This is my test expression, P greater than 4500. Then this question mark stands for if the condition is true, then the statement following the true condition is written. That is P into 5 by 100. Colon stands for else. Else. What is the false expression? P into 2 by 100, and then semicolon, end of the statement. This is how you can convert your ternary if-else statement to ternary operator. We go for a third question. Our next question, question number 3. Predict the output of the following statement. System.out.println max absolute within bracket mat.floor 3.7 bracket closed minus 5. So here you see floor function always gives you the lowest integer. So here the lowest integer we have is 3, and as you know that floor always returns double data type. Floor and seal, they always return double data type. So the result we get over here is 3.0. And here an implicit conversion will be done. 3.0 minus 5. Minus 5 is an integer literal, but it will be converted to double, that it will become minus 2.0, and the absolute value, as you know, absolute function, it only removes the negative sign and it gives you the integer as it is. Now if it is an int, it will give you int result. If it is long, long. If double, double. Here as we have used floor, so we have got the output in double. Minus 5, we got the result minus 2.0, and absolute has removed the negative sign, and we get the answer to be 2.0. We go to our next question. System.out.println seal, mat.seal function we have used, and random function. Random over here will generate 1. So 1 into 5, it will give you the answer 5. Seal is automatically, it will give you the highest integer. So highest integer of 5 that we have is 5 only, it can be done. So it will give you the result to be 5.0 in the double format. Like I previously told you, floor and seal both give you the result in the double format. So you need to be very careful when you're writing not only the answer, but in the correct data type you have to write the answer. Next question, write a Java statement to accept a character from user. Assume scanner class variable SC is already created. So scanner class object that we have is SC, already we have it has created. So what I have done, I have used my data type character. I have declared a variable C of character data type. Then this is my assignment operator equals to, then this is my scanner class variable SC dot. We need to have a dot because next function we are using within bracket dot character at 0, because next it will accept a word, and dot character at 0 extracts the first character. So this is the format actually for your accepting a character. Now in scanner class you might have learned, over here you can see these are the different formats in which we need to write, like next int is to accept an integer, next long is to accept a long value, next double is to accept receive a double data, and you have next it accepts a single word and next dot character at 0, it will receive a character and next line receives a complete sentence. So this is the format. Then we have to write this using if else. The one question we had solved where there was if else and we had converted to ternary. Same way A equals to is common. This is a ternary statement. A equals to is common. So that is why you can see in the expressions I'm writing A equals to everywhere. Then I have my test expression. What is my test expression? My test expression is B equals to C. This is my test expression and you can see over here I have written B equals to C, my test expression. If B equals to C, I am testing my expression. Then this is for question mark. If it's true, then A equals to B plus C. So this is for my true part. So A equals to B plus C I'll mention over here. Colon is for the, after colon follows the false expression. So if not true, then A equals to B minus C. So over here, this is how you need to convert your ternary statement to if else statement. Okay. Then we come for the next question. Predict the output of the following statement. Here it's a ternary question. System.out.println. What will be the result? 7 modulo 6. As you know, modulus gives you the remainder. So the answer will be 1. Greater than 7 by 6. It also gives you 1 because the quotient will also be 1. Remainder will be 1. Quotient will also be 1. But it is not true. 1 is not greater than 2. So we will not have the true part. It will give the answer to be false. That is after colon 6 is there, the answer will be 6. Next we come to another increment operator question. Here the question is int A equals to 5, B equals to A plus plus modulus 3 plus A. Now this is an example of what? This is example of our post increment operator. This is my post increment operator. So in post increment operator, what happens? First we have use and then we have change. So what will happen over here? B equals to A plus modulus 3 plus A. So A initially is 5. So B equals to 5. Then A will change to 6. Modulus 3. So I'll have modulus 3. Now A's value has changed to 6. So what is B? 5 modulus 3? Quotient will be when you divide 5 by 3. Quotient is 2. Sorry, remainder is 2. Modulus gives you the remainder. So 2 plus 6. The answer that you will get is 8. So what will be my answer? My answer will be B equals to 8. Answer B equals to 8. Okay. We go on to solve our next question. Do as directed. Write one word answer for the following. It is a method which converts string value to single precision value. The answer is next float because float has accepts value in single precision. And you need to have round bracket, opening and close round bracket after the next float word because then only it means that it is a method. Next question, it is a data type which can store alphanumeric value. Remember to write small char because small char stands for character data type. Don't write capital character completely because that is the upper class. Small char is the character data type. Next question, read the instruction and answer the following. Int p equals to within bracket int mat.power 2, 3. Write the type of conversion we use over here. It is typecasting or explicit conversion because we are using the cast operator int over here. Write the package name where the above method is present, java.lang. We come to our next question. Find the value of the following expression. Mat.ceil bracket mat.round 14.99. Now round function, as we know, it gives you integer value. It will round off to the lowest. You can see over here, round function returns the value in rounded form. It always gives it integer type of value, the fractional part Below 0.5, it returns the same integer, otherwise it returns the higher integer value. So over here we have 14.99, which is more than 0.5, so automatically it will round off to 15. But seal always gives return type double. So seal, when we are using over here, even though round has given us an integer value, seal will convert it to double. 15, the highest integer we can get is 15 only, and since it's a seal function returning double type of value, so the answer will be 15.0. Next question, int cast operator we are using. So even though float is giving double type of value, but still because of the cast operator we'll get an integer value. Now float minus 4.9. The lowest integer that I'll get is minus 5 because it's on the left hand side of minus 4.9 in the number line. So minus 5 plus 3 will result in minus 2. And since I'm using integer cast operator, so I'll get minus 2 as the answer. No point 0 will be there over here. We come to our next question, that is write Java statement for the following. To calculate and show the number of the unit digit of an integer number present in I. So square of the unit digit of an integer, that is why for square I'm using mat.power function, and since it has to be stored in integer kind of variable, so int n equals to mat.power I comma 2. I need to use over here small I. I'll just make this correction. Okay. So power function I use because I have to find the square. So I have power function I comma 2. Power function, as you know, the base value comma the value to which the power has to be reached. Display the rounded value of a double precision constant present in D. So double D equals to 8.56. I have taken int n. I'm using integer because I need the round gives me return type result in integer. So int n equals to mat dot round D. So I'll get the answer to be 9 over here. Next we come to again ternary conversion using ternary operator from if to ternary. So you can see if a greater than equals to 1. This is my test expression. S equals to is common. Since S equals to is common, so I'll take everywhere you can see S equals to is common. So for that reason, which this part assignment is common, so I take it in the beginning. Then I take my test expression. Over here we have two test expression in the question. So I'll take first test expression over here. If this is true, then which part following it? It is positive. So it will, after question mark, positive will be there. Then colon. After else, another test expression is there. So this test expression will be there after my colon. So over here you can see, if that is true, in that case it will give negative after question mark, else neutral after the colon. We come to our last question. Find the error, if any, in the following statement. First question, float f equals to single quote f. Now this is a syntax error because in float variable we don't use single quote. Single quote is used for character literal. Then next question, character C equals to cast operator character 195. It's no error because it will automatically convert 195, which is an integer, to character. Next we come to double D equals to within bracket float cast operator. This is a logical error. Syntactically this is not an error, but it's a logical error. Actually I'll get the result, but I'll get in the float kind of value. Then the last one, string s equals to 79. It's a syntax error because string values, they need to be stored in double quotation. String literal, they need to be stored in double quotation. So today we have seen in this video different type of question that comes in my section A. There were theoretical questions, there were output related questions, there was conversion from if to ternary and ternary to if, there were finding of errors, there was increment and decrement. So these are basically the type of question that comes in your section A. I hope you have understood. So thank you and all the best to all of you.